Hi, I'm Toni, and this is your daily tarot reading. So let's see what messages the Oracle has for us today. So we have the gateway. Oh, how beautiful is that? Open doors, opportunities, and right timing. You know, I have something I say all the time. I'm always at the right place and the right time to have the right experience with the right people. And for some of you, that is happening right here and right now. You are in the right time, okay? This is the moment of all the doors are opening, the things that you have maybe been trying to manifest, the opportunities that you are hoping will find you or that are hoping that you will get to experience are coming. The time is now. Allow yourself to receive these blessings. So many times we ask for these doors to open, for these opportunities to find us, right? And then when they come, we just slam that door shut. We don't open the door when somebody knocks. We pretend, we go and hide so they can't see us through the windows, right? And so this is your opportunity to actually get what you've asked for. So receive it with a willing and open and grateful heart, okay? So let's look at the past. And here we start off beautifully strong with the Lovers. And, the thing about the Lovers, the thing that people don't talk about very often is the Lovers is Gemini, okay? Gemini, the twins, okay? So the twins, at least I hope so, are not meant to be lovers. And in this case, they're called the Lovers, but this is because this is the balance. This is Archangel Gabriel here. He's helping bringing the balance as above, so below. And that's what the Lovers are supposed to be about. The balance of two different ways of looking at things, like the twins are considered the ego and the intuition, okay? And so in the past, you have reached a point where you were very focused. You knew who you were, you knew what you wanted, and you knew where you wanted to go, okay? And this is just this moment of synergy coming together, this perfect, beautiful storm of you being in alignment with your higher self and your ego kind of taking a step back and saying, okay, show me what I need to know. And then once all the information was displayed for it, the ego goes, okay, I'm going right for it. And so this is you really, I feel like almost in a moment of synergistic manifestation, but really knowing who you are, what you want, and how you want to get it, okay? So this is kind of making the wish, putting it out there and hoping that it comes back to you. So let's see where we are. I love when Spirit does this. Remember I said, hoping that it'll come back to you. Here we are in the present, and here it is coming back to you. Here is the Knight of Cups. Look at him hand delivering this opportunity for you. And so here it is. Here is the opportunity as it's being presented. It's being given to you. The doors are opening. The time is now, okay? So that thing you've been hoping for, that wish you made, that dream that you've been, praying someday would come true, it's happening and it's now, okay? So let's see where we're headed. Let's look at the future. Now that is a very interesting one. We go from the Knight of Cups to the Knight of Pentacles. Both of these are feminine energy, but in this one we're receiving, and in this one we're not. Okay, this one we're very ungrounded, very unstable. And so there is, let's get some clarity on this. Let's see what's happening here. Moving forward, there is this energy of feeling a little bit like the path you're on is unstable, ungrounded, or like this is not what you thought it would be. And so that's curious. Let me see what that's about. Clarify, please. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Okay. Telling on you there, y'all. There is the Four of Cups. Beneath that, we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And above her, we have, the King of Wands. Okay, so that really tells the whole picture right there. What happened is at some point in the past when you were trying to manifest, you were being given the opportunity by your higher self to connect with outside of your ego, to connect to, the sentient being that is you and within your higher self, the soul that is you. But you kind of were a little bit stubborn about it, kind of wanted to do it the way you wanted to do it. And so it's interesting. This opportunity is like you were given this beautiful opportunity to create something stable and worthwhile, but you didn't quite follow all the instructions, or perhaps the ego stepped in. And the biggest thing is I think what the problem, what happened is you didn't see the whole picture. You couldn't see, it's like this. It's like, you know, let's say the ego gave you this, or I'm sorry, the higher self gave you this idea, hey, start a YouTube channel, okay? And, you know, during the pandemic, and start it because you're bored and you have nothing else to do. And you're like, okay, whatever. And all you ever did from that point forward was you're like, okay, well, here's a good idea. I'll just do this one thing that you told me. But what you couldn't see is the seeds that were being planted for the bigger future. And so maybe, you know, you started a YouTube channel and because you're bored during the pandemic, but now here we are 4 years later and you're still doing the same channel and not much has become of it and it never really grew. And the reason why is because you never saw the big picture. You didn't see that perhaps you were supposed to try to focus on monetizing that, maybe taking it off of YouTube and start doing something from that, or affiliates or something. But you couldn't see the big picture of what was being created because instead of staying in alignment with your higher self, the ego stepped in and goes, oh, I know what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I'll take over, I'll drive. But the ego never could see the bigger picture, okay? Because the ego is down here on the ground and it can't see the higher self. It can't see the full view, okay? The higher view. And because of that, because you stopped, it's like once a great idea showed up, you took it, you ran with it, but you stopped connecting to your higher self. You just started like letting life pull you forward. Look at these two horses. Like let life just drag you forward, pull you forward, just, you know, head first, fearless in some ways. But in this case, you were also getting yourself disconnected from your higher self. And as such, you got what you wanted, some of what you got, but it's not everything and it's not exactly like you hoped for. So let's see what is the block that caused this. Let's see what is the block. There we have the Six of Cups. I'm gonna go ahead and pull advice while we talk about that. The thing about the Six of Cups, this has to do with childhood, and this has to do with unhealed childhood wounds, and there it is showing up. Holy cow, wait till you see what the underlying energy is. So the block is, this is something from your childhood, a way of doing, being, seeing, or thinking that you developed as a child that your ego specifically picked up. See how it's being given to it as a child, and you have just kind of always run on autopilot. And so it could be that maybe when the dream came true, maybe it's, you know, everything you ever wanted, but it could be overwhelming. So maybe you shut down, maybe you go into self-sabotage, maybe you know, whatever it is you do where you pull back, and so you get what you want, but it doesn't quite fully turn out what that is. This is why. The reason is because it's more than likely self-sabotage, some type of fear, some type of limiting belief or thought that's keeping you stuck, okay? And so it's making you behave or repeat patterns that are not helpful, okay? That's what it is. And so it could be that, you know, you're getting scared, so you stop showing up for yourself. It could be that you play small. It could be that whatever, maybe you self-sabotage yourself, but that's what this is. And this is you having to look at it and figure out, okay, in the past, where did I and how did I play small, self-sabotage, limit myself, block myself? What are my old habits and patterns I need to become aware of here and now, so that I can nip that in the bud going forward in the future, so that as this is coming to me, as these doors are opening up, I'm not blocking myself because of some unresolved childhood fears. Instead, I'm getting in there. I'm like, I see you, old habit, old pattern, old fear. I'm going to deal with it right here and right now, and I'm not going to let you stop me, because there's a much bigger picture that I don't see. There's a lot more to this that I don't see, and so I'm going to catch myself. I'm going to focus on me and really look at myself and be like, hey, is this behavior serving me, or is this self-serving? Okay? Okay, because if you do that, if we look at these unresolved childhood stuff, what's the guidance and advice? Look at this. And I can't wait to show you what's at the bottom of the deck. Holy crap, to support this. Wait till you see. The Nine of Pentacles, you reap what you sow. Okay, you reap what you sow. And so the guidance and advice is, you will be as successful as you allow yourself to be. When you start feeling yourself digging your heels in, when you start feeling yourself putting up the resistance, putting up the blocks, the fears, the worry, the anxiety, the doubt, limiting yourself, slowing yourself down, not allowing yourself to be expansive, now boxing yourself into this one little thing and not allowing yourself to see the potential possibility, what could be. When that comes up, you reap what you sow. This is for you to pay attention and catch that, okay? That's the guidance and advice. Be aware of that and catch it, nip it in the bud, because look at the underlying energy to support this, and we will wrap it up. Excuse me. Here you go. There are the core wounds. Okay, here's your core wounds that were unhealed, and here is you doing the dang thing. Here is you healing those core wounds, leaving them behind, and focus on what is really being very honest with yourself. How am I blocking my success? And it's not so much that you're asking, how am I going to block myself? How did I do in the past? When and where and how did I limit myself in the past? And can I keep myself aware enough, focused enough here and now to catch it as I'm starting that, or to nip it in the bud so I don't do that at all? Can I leave these old ways of being behind so that I can finally get what I want? That's the question. Okay, y'all? I have faith in you. I believe that you can. This is just being very self-aware. All right? Okay, if you enjoyed this and you would like a personal private reading, click the link down below. If you're still here, you should subscribe. Why don't you? You're still here. And, if you have already gotten if you've already gotten a private reading, or if you've already subscribed, you should like, comment, or share this with somebody who might find it useful. I would love it, you for it. I appreciate you so much. Have a great day. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye.